Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just thought that before I went live later on with the group, Rat Bags community, I wanted to go over a few things on my own here. Really, if you're into mixing, I want to tell you straight up, this Soundcraft MTK22 channel mixer is really, really sweet, man. It allows you to come out of every single one of your channels USB. So if you're working in your DAW and you have 16 tracks and you want them to sound, oh, sorry, looking for something here real quick. If say you're playing your MPC and you hit your hi-hat, everybody knows that that's an acoustic kit from the MPC, right? Let's see here. So with this, I can edit punch. See that? I can sit here for about 3 or 4 hours just tuning how I want my drum to sound. And when I get my drum set the way that I get it set, and I got all my drums set that way, I'll just go right back into my MPC and print it as an audio track. Hang on one second here. I think I'm getting some comments, and I'm trying to check them out here at the same time. Hang on one second. Here we go. All right, cool. So, good. Now I can see everything. I'm going to get off this share screen here, but I just really want to go over, the only things that just doesn't have, whenever for the price range that you're going at, you could probably get this mixer for around $500-$600 used. And the only reason it would be returned is, there's 22 tracks in, but there's not 22 tracks out. There's only a main left and a main right, and then you have two sets of groups. The two sets of groups are group 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. Now you can hook up speakers to groups 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, and yeah, you can have 3 main outs that way, or 3 master outs. But by being able to use it in the MPC, let me get out of here, man. This is by getting right on. So by being able to route into my MPC, I come out of my MPC into groups, or into these tracks here, which are in groups 1 or 2. So you can assign any sounds that you want to come out of 1 or 2 to come out of 1 and 2. Any sounds out of 3 and 4 that you want to come out of groups 3 and 4 can go to 3 and 4. For like this session right here, I got everything coming out of my master. I want everything to come out of my master. It's just new to me. So, and I like being able to EQ my voice. The mixer, I got another camera around here. What's this? Let me see if I can switch a view here better for you guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like I say, I'm not too familiar with all this stuff yet, but as soon as I get it, let's see what this one does. There we go. All right. So here, all the way over here is your master. groups 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. You got FX return 1 and 2, and you can also assign these to specific groups. And it's got built-in Lexicon effects, man. And you can add 2 effects to the channels. So I think that's really, really cool. I haven't been able to go, it's like a master effect for all the channels. So if I wanted to put like, let's see, I'm gonna go gated and a hall chorus, right? And I'm going in here and you can't hear anything, but I'll turn up my little delay thing here, add a little bit of volume to these, and then turn on the effects, and you'll actually be able to hear my voice changing. Let's see. Go like that. Yeah, I'm in 13. Here we go. So now I got this really weird echoey thing going on in my voice, which it's got some serious power, man. You can really do a lot of stuff. The 8 out, I mean, for MPC users, big time stuff, man. You can explode your drums into 22 different channels and come out on 22 different tracks. Each one of these encoders here, I mean, they're big, dude. This is one solid box, one solid mixer. The only thing is that I've read any complaints about is the power cord is underneath this thing and up against the back of it. But I just run my power cord out the side, and it's kind of like that because you don't get the option of turning it off or on. Now, if you have your studio set up like mine to where it's hooked up to a switch and you just click it on and everything turns on, then you're good to go. But for the money, you get all these inputs, you get auxiliary, I believe, returns, but not sends. But you can come out groups. You can go out of your mix, okay? Out of groups 3 and 4, back into a separate channel, route it to group 2 and or 1 and 2, and print that track right back into your MPC. I'm not dogging the MPC. I love everything about the MPC, and you can do all this stuff strictly with just the MPC, and I'm not dogging it. But when you run these stock sounds, okay, when you take these stock sounds, I'm not joking, dude. I want my drums to be beefy, just that kick. When you got all your drums split up, you get a totally different, it's a beautiful thing, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting more and more familiar with it. I get it panned left and right. The knobs on here are nice and solid, man. Every little mark that's on here, you want to spend. Let me show you this. Let's see here. What the hell? Am I all zoomed in or something? This is weird. No? Okay, whatever. Every single one of these little marks. See, like from here to here, or even, man, to mess with what I was just messing with on my MPC, okay? I wanted my drums to be a little fatter. Where is my finger? Okay. Oh, okay, it's all backwards. But yeah, that's all the way down on one side, all the way up, man. It's so buttery. You just want to turn it a little bit at a time. And dude, this is without a drum. I mean, you record a sequence in here. Trying to do that right now. Watch. I don't have nothing on here. Okay, we're gonna record something real quick. Excuse me. All right. I don't have the outs going into shit. Drop the whole world. Let's see. Maybe I have to turn it down a little bit. All right. So I got that little sequence going right there, right? And it's not the best sequence in the whole world, but now I can get in here. Where the heck am I? I'm gonna take that bass away. I hope you guys are getting good audio on this, man. You know what I'm saying, though? And when you explode your tracks out, when you explode your tracks out of this, and it goes into this massive mixer, it's big. And full-size faders and everything. Let me set this back down. Try to get it back on here. So I'm gonna get back in here. Go back in here and beef up these drums again. I can almost do my whole kit on one because it's different. I gotta fix that little drum loop there. And what's cool about all that is wish I knew what was clipping. Another cool thing that I do, little off topic here, is I'll take my MIDI cables and stack my sounds. I'm a VIP lover, man. The VIP software. I dig that stuff. I know this beats whack, but I'm not really worried about it right this second. Sorry if I missed any comments or anything like that, but I'm figuring shit out. I don't really know how. I'll learn that I can't say bad words real quick. But for these, I got my Novation and my Sledge. I'll play them together here. And now I'm gonna incorporate this. Change my sounds. All right, enough with that. Let me see if I can rig something up here real quick, guys. Kind of do this, and later on I'm going to be on with a bunch of other guys with I Will Create. We're going to do some crazy shit later on, guys. It's going to be pretty neat. All right, cool. So I get these strapped onto my forehead, and I'll put this here in case anybody leaves a comment. I can kind of see what's going on. Thanks for watching me grow, guys. But so nobody said it wouldn't be painful to watch. All right. Oh, good. Perfect. There we go. What happened? All right. Am I even? Sorry, man. I'm trying so hard. There we go. Getting a little lag here. Oh my goodness. I'm watching the replay. It's taking forever. I'm just going to go, okay? Crazy. Turn this down. Change the sound. Crazy stuff, man. If you guys are just tuning in, I've been going over this Soundcraft mixer here, and I got a camera strapped to my forehead. Holy hell. And I got this keyboard hooked up MIDI to my MPC And yeah, it's kind of dope. Let me do like this. Make sure nothing's on here. Go to drum program. Nothing. Acoustic. Main. Okay. And I was just going over here. And like I said, I might repeat myself, but reason I did this on this mixer is because everybody knows an MPC sound. When you hear it on the radio, you hear that. You hear that note repeat thing. I mean, most people don't even use the velocity, okay? But if you got an ear for it, you're like, man, that's the acoustic chill trap kit. Acoustic kit and the chill trap kick 808 from the MPC. But if you run it through here, you get some really, really cool sounds, man. You can beefing up your low ends. And I know you can do this with, dude, I know you can do this with the MPC, okay? You can edit all your tracks and everything like that. I'm just saying, when it comes out into this, it's going to change the game, dude. It's going to change it. You know, because I have my reverb and everything on this drum, okay? Whatever, from the MPC. Now I'm going to take that low end out. Hey, I want to bring it all the way in. I want it to be super kick. So you can hear it pop now. Listen. It just, to be able to change your sounds, you can do it from the MPC. All you need is this box, okay? If you don't have any gear or anything like that, scratch all of this. Just grab one of these or an MPC Live and you'll be fine. Trust me, you'll be fine with this. But after you do that and you want to get that dialed in sound, listen how flat these drums come in. This is the stock sound. Okay, watch, I'm going to show you. This is what the MPC sound. I'm going to move this mic so you don't have to hear me scratching no more. Listen. Look. You see that? That's the stock sound, man. Look what I can do with this. I'm going to put a little bit of a reverb and some other stuff on there, right? I'm going to take it off of my vocals so I don't echo out. And I'm going to go back into... I haven't memorized these yet. I had them marked, but then I rearranged everything. Okay, I'm going to add some effects. Hear that? It's got that built-in effect. I'm just saying, it's got a different sound to it, is all. And I know a lot of people know this, but it's new to me, man. So I know it's got to be new to some other people, which I'm just going to bring this up. Some people want to see how sensitive it is. We get that low end. Just that kick. So if you want it like that, or tune an 808, or any of your drums, man, make them perfect before you come out of groups 3 and 4 into groups 1 and 2 into a blank track. You come out of that blank track right here. Groups 2 and 3. the volume. Going right back into the MPC to print the track, all in Standalone. So it's a dope workflow, man. You don't have to have a computer tied up into it. And it's a good way to plug in all your stuff. I would highly recommend this mixer to anybody that's looking to expand. The only thing is, it does have the 22 ins. It just doesn't have the 22 outs, but it has USB, and you can route this thing. There's so many things you can do with this routing wise, and I'm just scratching the surface. So I plan on making more videos on it. If you looking around on some of the gear that I'm using, in the description below, there's some links. You can click on those and check out some of the gear and look up some of the reviews. And I would get, I would go to those links and actually go to those sites and download the manuals on these things. Just kind of look them over before you actually went out and purchase. But for the price, you're not going to find anything better than this. And I just wanted to let everybody know how I felt about this product from Soundcraft. It is, it's really metal. It's really nice. My MPC is about half the size of it, the MPC X. So this thing is big, and it feels good. The sliders move up and down real nice, and that's hilarious. But in the preamps inside of it, the limiters, all these high Z limiters that are inside, I can plug in anything into here, turn it full volume, and jam out as hard as I want, and it'll come out clear. It's not gonna. It'll redline on my box on the mixer, like my voice right there. It'll redline, but it don't matter over there. It just gives it pure power. And man, I just wanted to. I just can't get enough of this. It's like, even to affect the way that my voice is right now, I can change everything. Like if I'm not happy with the way I sound, man, I can change. And what's really cool, honestly, is that it's right there at your fingertips, and you can manipulate it. And I think that's really, really, really awesome. I think that just by having this here, it's allowed me to do a whole lot of stuff that I never thought I would be able to. When I made my first YouTube video, I actually, all I wanted was to plug those guitars and these guitars and that guitar into my MPC X. And here I am now with some more synths, of course. And this thing here is an MPC. Reason I got this is because it's multi-timbral, and this part right here is the MPC X. I got my song pattern mixing. These are my part tracks. My tracks 1 through 16, just like on the MPC, 1 through 16 or 1 through 16. I can mute them out from right here, and I hit play. And pretty dope. And I can mute out the parts and everything. So it's a real nice. I got it for the nice sound. Anyway, guys, I am going to be going live here pretty soon with I Will Create on his channel. We're going to have a few people on there talking about music gear and different approaches to things. And
I really just wanted to share my knowledge, or and you know, to Soundcraft, my gratitude to making this affordable and very powerful. Um, Other than that, I'm gonna get back on, start messing with the effects. I got plenty of headroom for everything. It's super, super awesome, man. I love this mixer. It weighs a ton. It is super heavy, and it feels like every single dollar that I worked for is put in here in pennies, and it's heavy. It's nice, and it changed my whole workflow because I was just using the MPC going in, and on the MPC X, I can make a track you know, in 10 minutes, you know, a whole song actually in 10 minutes to nothing to MP3. Now I've done it plenty of times. I can probably knock it down to 8 minutes. But when you're adding audio tracks, it's a different ball game. It's a different sound, and it's a different monster. And this soothes the beast. It tames the beast. So the MPC and the 22 definitely are awesome. And this Mox F6 is an MPC X. Even here, my banks A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. It's the same thing up here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. It all maps out. And then these two monsters over there. Yeah. Well, guys, I really appreciate you for watching. I'm going to take this camera off my head. I had a good time. And I'm going to grab a little snack, take about a 5-10 minute break. And we're probably going to go live on Will's channel. It's I Will Create. Let's see here. I don't know what time it is, but it can't be past 7 or 8. It'll be 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock my time. So I'm in Missouri, St. Louis. And any questions or anything like that, man, leave them in the comments. Actually type them in for now, because I don't have that option available to be able to read what's on the screen. I have to have so many subscribers before I can do that, but it won't take me long. Just share, and thanks for the support, guys. And I'll catch you next time, or hopefully I'll see you later on tonight. And feel free to ask any questions on there too. You know, I'll be there and we'll answer any questions. So thank you again.